Bethanie Mattek-Sands, thank you very much. You've been to Australia a number of times. Do you enjoy it every time?
I love Australia. I think Australia is one of my favorite places to go. It's just the 21-hour flight that I had to take to Perth is probably the only reason I'm not here more often.
It is the other end of the world, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, I love it here. Every city I've been to, I've obviously been to Perth for Hopman Cup. I've gone to Hobart and now Melbourne. It's always been a great time. There's great food here, great shopping. The fans are great here in Melbourne Park, so it's a really good experience down here.
What do you do to get through the 20, 21, 23-hour flights to get here?
Believe it or not, I slept 11 hours on my one flight, so I woke up and I literally had 3 hours left to go. So I was kind of pumped about that, and I think that's the trick. You just do that, watch a couple movies, and hopefully you're there.
Do you fall asleep easily on a plane?
No.
Really? Really?
Oh no, it's so uncomfortable. I'll normally take a sleeping pill or something to help me, and maybe some like Tylenol PM or something. But that's a tough one for me.
Yeah. Movie-wise, what did you watch? Did you watch it?
I don't even know. That was 3 weeks ago. I don't even know what movies were out. But this is the trip that I catch up on all my movies because there's a lot of long flights. So.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, when you're in a city like Melbourne and you're here for the Australian Open, it's so full on with everything that's going on. Spare time is at a premium, but when you do have some spare time, what do you and Justin, your husband, do?
Well, we have some great restaurants here in Melbourne. There's some good Greek spots that we always go to every year. There's some amazing shopping here, which, you know, I lost early in the singles, so I got to win a couple doubles match so I can go shopping now. But it's, you know, on the off days it's tough. You don't want to walk around too much. You want to rest up for the next day. So, you know, maybe when the tournament's over, if I get another day off here when I'm only playing doubles, I might go out and have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Shopping-wise, what do you go looking for? Where do you go?
Actually, Chapel Street right now has some great boutiques there. I always go to the Sass and Bide here. It's one of my favorites. And
they've gotten pretty big in the U.S., haven't they?
Sass and Bide?
Yeah.
You know what? You don't find a lot of their stuff in the U.S., even online and things like that. So when you're here, you can get a lot more stuff. So that's why I like to be here. But in Perth, I did a lot of shopping at the surf shops. They have some great stuff here. I think even better than in the U.S. So I always do good here.
And you've mentioned restaurants and Greek restaurants. Do you have a specific one, an absolute favorite?
I don't know what it's called. We just go.
You just know where to go.
We just know where to go. Yeah, it's. I mean, there's a few on Chapel Streets. We have friends that live here too, so we've always kind of followed them around and trust their palate. So I can't say I've really had a bad night of food here.
Well, speaking of food, have you tried some of the traditional Australian foods?
I've had kangaroo, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
I've had that. I can't say it's my favorite meat, but I'll try pretty much anything once.
What about emu?
I haven't had that. Have not had emu.
You know that this is the only country in the world that actually eats that part of their coat of arms? The kangaroo and the emu are on the coat of arms.
I know, that's kind of sacrilege, right? That can't be good. I mean, I guess, yeah, hey. If they're tasty.
All right. Well, I was asking Lisa Raymond and Vanya King if they've ever tried Vegemite.
Oh, terrible. Vegemite's terrible. It's funny because I've had a couple Australian trainers in the locker room say they don't like peanut butter and jelly, but they like Vegemite. That's just, how can you not like peanut butter and jelly?
But how much have you tried Vegemite?
I'll try everything once.
Yeah.
I've had it on toast, properly, you know, whatever, good bread. Terrible.
I'll let you off the hook on that one. All right, now with the Open, minus the Vegemite, talk about your matches. How do you think you've been going?
Very good. I had a tough round against Aggie Radwanska first round, and you know, it was a 3.5-hour match. It was hot that day. It was windy, tough conditions, and I came up close. I mean, I hit a lot of winners that match, and you know, it was a few points was the difference, I think, and hopefully the next time we meet I can get those points.
And in doubles?
Doubles are still going. We won our second round today, me and Yarka Gajdusova, and we're playing good. I think I've really enjoyed playing with her. We're pretty relaxed out on the court. I know someone came up to me today and they said I was laughing on court, and they looked at the score and saw we had lost the first set, and she's like, "What's happening?" She looks so relaxed. But I think that's one reason why me and Yarka are doing really well is we stay pretty relaxed and go for our shots.
Is that going to be a doubles team that the two of you will try to develop through the year?
Yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Obviously, it depends too on what our schedules are, if we're playing the same events, things like that. I mean, we played last year at US Open, and now we've just played a couple tournaments here in Australia. So, you know, it's still the beginning of a partnership, but we really played great together, and you know, I think we're going to see, you know, the future tournaments, see how we do.
What have you got coming up after the Open?
I go home for a couple days, and I go to Paris, I go to Doha, and I go to Memphis. So that's my next month.
I mean, it really is the gypsy train, isn't it?
It's a circus. Circus comes into town. Yeah, we got all our crap with us, and geez, we just need a couple animals, and I think it'll be complete.
There you go. Bethanie Mattek-Sands, thanks very much for being with us on USTA.com.
Thanks.